Hello friends, today we look into issues involved in converting an innovation into startup. That is, you have an idea how to convert into a full-fledged commercial venture. So today we look into the steps involved in converting an innovation into a full-fledged startup. That is the theme. This is about my profile. As you are aware that we are gaining momentum in India to become kind of hub for unicorns. Last 3 years, the growth is phenomenal. We are now third largest ecosystem for startups globally, and we also have uh, very high number of startups registered as per the Department of Industrial Promotion. There are 75,000 recognized startups, and they are not just confined to only big cities. They were distributed into whole country. That is, they were there in across 653 districts. Till financial year 2016-17, we have approximately one unicorn was added per year into an Indian business. But between 17 to 21, the growth is exponential. The rate is some 66% growth rate. As of July 19th, that data was taken, India is home to 105 unicorns. Just very huge numbers, 105 unicorns. And together they are valued at 338 billion. You know what is unicorn? Unicorn is any company whose valuation reach 1 billion or above. 1 billion in Indian currency would be approximately 78,800 crores. 7,800 crores. That is not the profit, that is not the sales, it is the valuation of the company. In the investor's view, this company is worth this much. That is the valuation of the company. Some of these unicorns already become more decacorns. What is decacorn? Decacorn is a company whose uh, market valuation has become 10 billion US dollars. Okay. So 1 billion US dollars, that is a unicorn. If it is a 10 billion US dollars, it is a decacorn. We have around four such companies in India. You have a Flipkart, you have Byju's, you have Nike, and you have Swiggy. All these four became decacorn companies. So what are these companies? If you have a look at this, what are the companies which achieved unicorn status in the first few months of 2022, that is April 1st, 2022 to July. These are the companies which achieved unicorn status. You have a 90 unicorns whose together value is 24.7 billion was born in 2022. Just 4 months. And you have 8 more months to go. So it is expected the unicorns may cross 40 mark, whatever new unicorns in this period may cross 30 to 40 mark. Then total in this year could be 50 unicorns in 2022. That is a huge number. In 2021, we have 44 unicorns with a total value of 93 billion. So we have so many unicorns born in the, even though there is a pandemic and a lot of disturbance, they really used this opportunity to increase their market valuation. You see, urban company, which is a service provider for all kinds of service like carpenter and such things, has become unicorn this year in 2021. So as Slice and Cred. So many, this as many as 44 unicorns born in 2021. In 2020, these cars 24, which is handle second-hand market, and there is a Byju's. Byju's has become unicorn that year, and you have PhonePe, A year before, we have in 19, you have a big basket, which is grocery delivery store, Lenskart, glasses for eye glasses and other things, Wala Electric. So delivery is kind of a goods transportation startup. So many unicorns was born to the 19 as well. In 2018, you have how many? There are 10 unicorns listed here. Udan, PhonePe, Byju's, Swiggy, Paytm. So many Buildesk, so many unicorns are born in 2018. Let us see what is their valuation is. Out of these companies, Byju's headed the list, which is working in the area of education technology, edutech. It was established in 2011. It took nearly 7 years to become a unicorn company, but from 1 billion to 22 billions, it just took 3 years or 4 years, 2018 to 22. Means it took just 4 years to become from 1 billion to 10 billion. But to reach first 1 billion, it took 8 years, 7 years. Second is Paytm. It is a payment gateway, e-commerce field. E-commerce is the predominant, many startups are coming in that area. It was started in 2010, year before Byju's. It received unicorn status in 2015 in 5 years. So current market valuation is 16 billion, but I think slightly less now. Swiggy reached a 10 billion mark. In 4 years, it achieved a unicorn status. It is food delivery thing. Then you have Renew Power, you have a Dream11, you have a Razor Pay, payment gateway. Then you have a Wala. Wala reached 7.3 billion. Let us see which are the fields new startups, new unicorns were born. So these many of them, the IT services is the predominant area where this unicorns were born. That is 15.23% IT corn. Healthcare, because of pandemic and all, there is a lot of importance came for the healthcare industry and life sciences. 9%, 8.9% is grabbed by healthcare. Then because of this pandemic and restriction movement of the people, online education gained tremendously. That's why the Byju's and other things grown up. Education is 8%. Food and beverage delivery, because of same reason, movement is restricted. A lot of online food deliveries are happening, 4%. Even agriculture, surprisingly, agriculture startups are gaining. Finance technology, it's a green field. Then no wonder that renewable energy, because the fossil fuel is fast depleting and there is a shift towards sustainable energy as per the UN goals. So 3% renewable energy. Then all the industries were migrating to now Internet of Things 4, Industry 4. And so there is a big business opportunity, 3% in this area. Okay. Are the startups really providing jobs? According to government statistics, there are 18,000 startups and they created among themselves 1,80,000 direct jobs. That means 11 direct jobs per each startup. And they actually indirectly also employed certain people. So that number is 3 times more than this direct employment. They created opportunity for 5,60,000 employment potential. So the startups are providing a lot of employment, lot of growth, a lot of value addition in India. But all the startups were not actually born out of a kind of a structured incubation center, or it is not started by a technocrats or something. Some of the big successful entrepreneurs on the global stage, you find they are school dropouts. I'm not saying education is not important. Education is important, but even a school dropout with the passion for entrepreneurship can become big entrepreneur. That is what I want to insist. So, for example, Bill Gates is a school dropout. He has created a very big corporation, Microsoft Corporation. Then there is a Dell, who is also school dropout. Then you have Steve Jobs, Apple. He created 1 trillion company. So Walt Disney, Henry Ford, you find many of them are school dropout. All these people have passion for entrepreneurship. They have passion for their works. So formal education also, they proved that not lack of formal education not a constraint for these people. So what is required for then entrepreneurial journey? The journey requires ability to expand in an existing market, develop emerging market, or create a new market. The top people create always a new market. The middle level occupy the existing market, met the unmet needs. But passion for growth is common for all the entrepreneurs. So what is the checklist for entrepreneurs? If anybody want to become entrepreneur, he has to check for these two things. One is, am I truly creative enough to bring out the product or service an unfulfilled market need, or to fulfill more creativity in the prevailing market, cater to an existing product and service. So if one of these questions is satisfactorily answered, then you are ready for entrepreneurship. Am I passionate? Am I gritty? Am I able to withstand the ups and downs of a startup? Am I able to withstand the daily onslaught of business environment and resource constraint? The startups are really troubled with the resource constraint in the beginning. So, do I see a larger purpose than the immediate technical product or a commercial goal? If you are seeing a larger purpose, then probably you are more successful. Then, what is the process of entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is a process of planning, launching, and running a new business with a motive of earning profit and create wealth. That is the definition. Every firm, large, medium, or small, of the today has result of a entrepreneurial initiative of somebody previously. Entrepreneurship journey is one big thing which attracts the best people in the society. So they always try to deliver the right product or a right service at the right time in a right manner. What are the types of entrepreneurs? We have 4 types of entrepreneurs. One is innovative entrepreneurs. They are top the list. They bring new products or new services. Actually, they disrupt the market. Like Google, there is no search engines before. So they brought a search engine in the market, new market they created. The second kind of thing is Flipkart. Already Amazon is there. They replicated the success story of an existing market, but they fulfilled the existing gaps. They did even better than Amazon in taking this initiative to 2-tier cities and whole country. So they are called replicative entrepreneurs. I'm not saying they are not important. They are also important or a consumer point of view. Consumers get good service, good products by the replicative entrepreneurs. Then third is opportunity entrepreneurs. They actually is not planned entrepreneur, but opportunity existed and they became entrepreneur. For example, some of the big companies, they encourage their employees to become their suppliers. Suppose they find in a particular area vendors were not there, so they will encourage their employees to start a company, and they even give the capital, training, and everything. They make them vendors to them. So that is a created opportunity created entrepreneurs. We have a fourth category, necessary means they didn't plan it, but they became entrepreneur. Okay, so that is they do it when no other income option exists. They became necessarily entrepreneurs. So that is a necessity entrepreneurs. There are all many numbers of necessity entrepreneurs are there in the society. What are the difference between entrepreneur and the startup? Entrepreneurs take risks to establish new business, but not always new technology. Whereas you find startups always bring a new technology, almost always. Both type of firm face same kind of hurdles and bigger resources. Entrepreneurs were actually try to improve the market segment, whereas startups try to bring the new technology. They are disruptive. They bring change whole thing. So startups has a bigger potential. What are the three elements of entrepreneurship? Invariably, creativity is the first ability to create a new and innovative and turn the ideas into workable products or services. That is creativity. Creativity is a must for an entrepreneur. Second is passion, extreme urge to pursue a goal against odds and ability to course correct without giving up. So they should not give up. There will be initial hiccups and all that. They should not give up. They should have a passion to do things. That is the push for entrepreneurs. Then third, there is a large social or economic purpose that also drives them. Then what are the stages of innovation? Any innovator will undergo 5 stages. One is empathize, means you want to solve somebody's problem. Be like him, means travel with him, understand with him, think like him, behave like him. Try to understand what is his problem. Empathize with the people whom you are trying to provide a solution. The second step is define the problem. Once you empathize and list out, remove all fringe things and define the core things. Define the problem. Then ideate how to solve this problem. Ideation is a step where you will find 4 5 alternatives or even more alternatives and find the best of the alternative and zero down to which way it is best suited to solve this problem. That is ideation. Then you make a prototype. Prototype can be a near functional prototype, or it can be even a looking like prototype to get the user feedback, user feel, and all that. So after prototype, you test the market with the prototype. Then you commercialize the product. That is the kind of a steps involved in stages of innovation. It is not always easy to become from the idea to market. You have ideation. Ideation is very simple. Suppose you give me a problem, in the next half an hour I can create 20 30 ideas to solve it. It is deliberation, thinking by a group. So ideas is not that big step. Ideas will be coming to, because human mind is very powerful. If 4 5 people who are uh, exposed to this field can create these ideas, how to solve this problem. That is the first step. I'm not saying it is not important. It is easy, but ideas is the first step, and that is not a very difficult step, I can say. Once the idea to proof of concept comes, which happens normally in an academic institution like this, then you want to from the proof of concept to prototype. That is the next big step that will be done in an incubator. Incubator means like our startup center, like our innovation center, where you will put money and resources to make a product out of this, out of proof of concept to a prototype. That is the invention. Once prototype is ready, you have to make into a successful product. You need much more resources, much more real product. There is the innovation. There you are in each step to step 10 times more money is required. First step hardly anything, 20,000 50,000. Next step 2 to 5 lakhs incubation stage. Then converting prototype product maybe 2 to 5 millions, that is like 20 lakhs to 50 lakh rupees may be required to convert into successful product ready for the market launch. Then impaction, how to penetrate the market, how to take the regulatory approvals, how to arrange the distribution of product to all over India and even to the globe, how to manufacture this in mass scale. That is a big effort. That is called impaction. There maybe few crores are required to. At this stage only, normally people seek for the funds. They are all ready. They are ready with the proof of product. They are ready to go to the market. Only for expansion funds are required. That time people will go and go to the market and seek funds. You should not take funds before that, unless you are ready with the product to commercialization step before commercialization only you should take money. That too, you should not offer too much equity. Maximum you should give 15%. You start with 5%, give up to 15% equity. Rest it's only debt. So luckily help is available. See, the entrepreneur may not be expert in financials, in establishing the company law, how to register a patent, take care of IP. So there are incubators like our innovation center. They will help in incubating your company. So you have the idea, you are ready to work on that prototype. Then this incubators will help you in assisting you to convert into a company. So the role of incubator is the nurture this innovator. Then once innovation come to certain step, then there are accelerators, means how to quickly launch in the market. They are called accelerators. They will provide limited finances. They will do mentoring training. They will give even workspace for you to start the office. They will arrange you to meet the angel investors. To lot of supporting role. They will do to quickly launch the product. They are called accelerators. Like your T-Hub is a good example of a good accelerator. What are the elements involved in entrepreneurship? You should must have vision. You must have a strategy to convert vision, and you should not hesitate in executing it, that vision, that strategy, in a speedy way, a faster way to achieve your goal. See whether what are the government doing? Government is doing a lot of help. It has created a called of Startup India, Stand Up India, such things. They are giving loans for these startups like Mudra loans. They are asking all academic institutions to start up entrepreneurship course and even start an incubation center. A well-developed incubator, accelerator, and investor ecosystem government is trying to establish to encourage these startups. Design thinking plays a vital role in developing these products. You see, there is a shopping basket. That basket can contain only 4-5 kgs of goods. People are buying only 4-5 kgs, and they, even though they have money, they have need to buy for 1 month groceries. They are prioritizing what is immediately required for first 1 week, next week, so that rest of the things by next week. Because they are not able to carry these goods around the store, so their the baskets were there. The design thinkers has changed this basket to a cart. Cart will accommodate much more, 4-5 times this what basket can, and you not have to carry your this weight. So 30-40 kgs of the goods, all what you want for a month, you can put in this basket cart and easily drag with the wheels, frictionless wheels. So the sales of that supermarkets improved 4-5 times after introduction of these carts. So that is the design thinking. You also would have seen earlier people used to move with the heavy suitcase. Those suitcases are gone now. The suitcase is heavy. People used to carry only 4-5 kgs in that. Now the suitcase was converted into a trolley bag with the wheels. So you can in airport or in railway station, you can just simply drag this. No need to carry physically. So nowadays no suitcases are being sold. The all market is for the trolleys. That is design thinking. Let's come to what steps are involved. There are total 12 steps for converting an innovation into startup. First, you have to discover one's entrepreneurial call and passion. Once you decided, yes, you are the entrepreneurship material, then identify the problem faced with the market. You have to always start with the problem. You should do market research to find the problem. What problem currently the market is facing. Then solve that problem, you have automatic business. Then design a creative solution or product or service for this problem. It should be cost effective. It should be more features than the existing in the market, then you will have good market. The fourth thing is accessing the technology available in the market, maybe in a different field. Bring the technology into this particular field. For example, cab aggregation. Earlier, this Internet of Things, the apps and all are there, but they are not used for a cab aggregation. The technology is used for the cab aggregator. The business has improved multi-fold. So don't hesitate. Bring the technology. The fifth step is education nimbly, means you should have a patience in planning, but impatience in execution. Once planning, all detailed planning is done, don't drag the thing, immediately execute, faster execution, push, then you will get the results. Then you should understand what is the limits of the growth. Accordingly, you have to maneuver the market. You have to attract the right talent. See, the startup company and the real market company, there is a difference. You need market dynamics, you need managers, you need production team to produce in large scale. So you have to attract a right kind of talent, business managers, financial people, sales executives, all that you have to start recruiting. Develop the employee strength. Then you have to expand. Expansion needs a lot of money. So you have to raise funds. The ninth step is converting the product strategy into business model. See, all these efforts you made to create a good product, but how to mass produce and penetrate the market, distribute successfully, do servicing for any faults, take feedback. So you have to evolve a business model for this. Then you have to generate a competitive edge. There are many such things in the market, but what is the specific advantage of a product? You should have a specific advantage, means like more features, economical, like things, or low cost of operation, such things. Then you have to professionalize your organization to take it forward. The organization required to create a startup and develop the product is not same as the organization which runs up further and makes profits. So you have to change the nature of the organization to a professional organization. Then you have to not only create your own organization, you have to create a whole ecosystem, entrepreneurial system, so that you have to develop your vendors, you have to develop your customers, you have to develop your other supporting agencies. So total ecosystem you have to develop. This is what I mean by ecosystem. So you have your customers, you have employees, you have government, you have your society, you have your vendors, you have your investors. All these form an important part of your ecosystem. The prototype is impacted by three things. You have a design will impact the prototyping, materials will change, the material prototype will change, the manufacturing methods, is it additive manufacturing or is it a removal of material from the big block? So that changes. So prototyping is impacted by these three factors. Any entrepreneur would like to have these three proofs. One is proof of concept, that yes, this idea works. Second is proof of product. Yes, this product, the proof of concept to product, as this product delivers, this product, it meets the customer needs. Then finally, most important thing, proof of business. Yes, if I make this product, there is a business for that. So proof of business is most important of these proofs, so that investors get attracted to invest in your business. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.